How we doing, my friends? How we doing today? How are you doing? Do you like my new camera setup? Is this something you like? Is this something you enjoy? Let me know. I want to do a quick live today to do a fragrance haul. Just a quick one. I have some natural men's healthcare products today. I know, men's healthcare? What? On the Centaur Fragrance channel? I thought this was a fragrance channel. And I'm sitting in the middle of a rainstorm. I hope that y'all like the rain. Y'all can probably hear it in the background a little bit. I want to see if anybody's going to stop by today. Hey, somebody popped in. How are you doing today? I'm just going to do a quick haul again. Talk about some of these products I get from a brand new company called Baroque Royal Men's Healthcare Products. They sent me some of these by, and I wanted to just talk about them a little bit. I'm going to have to do full-length reviews in the future and really talk about these more in depth because this is just my first impressions, guys. This is just a first impressions. I unboxed them on my Instagram. Again, everybody, if you have not ever been to my Instagram, I'm Centaur_fragrance, and I share all kinds of giveaways and all kinds of great content. And I hope that you connect with me over there. I'd love to see you. And somehow on Instagram, I put a lot of work into it. I have almost like 300 posts, and actually my Instagram's bigger than my my YouTube. And of course, we're slowly grinding and we're slowly growing, and my YouTube is getting closer and closer to the 2,000. And I got to think of what we're going to celebrate or what we're going to do for the 2,000. Maybe I'll do a fragrance collection video. Maybe I'll show y'all my whole collection. I know some of y'all really want to see my fragrance collection. So, let me know if that's something you want. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Whoever's watching, thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about these men's healthcare products this evening. A completely unannounced video. I did not, give a preview, announce this. I just wanted to jump on here this morning and share these with you. Anyways, again, the brand is Baroque Official. These are men's healthcare products for your face and all that. The first one is anti-aging face cream. It's supposed to help you have glow or just look, fantastic. As a guy, I was kind of, I don't know how I felt about these products at first. I'm a little bit more of a rugged man. I was raised more in the South. Men often don't take care of themselves health-wise too much. People are rough and tumble around here. Definitely am in beer country. Drinking Budweiser and the sort. And this is a whole different kind of thing. Taking care of your skin, looking nice, keeping yourself really clean. And I'm kind of excited. Maybe it's a whole new stage in my life. Anyways, the first one I want to share with y'all, this is what this one looks like. This is the anti-aging face cream for men. It says it's made with natural olive oil, hydrolyzed collagen, vitamin B5, watercress extract, and shea butter oil. Now, first off, before I even jump more into this video, they're not paying me anything. I'm not getting any kickback, and I always want to be completely honest and transparent with y'all. They just sent these by because they're a brand new brand. They're going to send me a little toiletry bag, for bathroom and stuff goods. And, they don't even have that available yet. That's going to come in February. So it's a brand new brand. It's a brand new house, I guess you would say. This is anti-aging face cream. This kind of stuff would be really nice after you shave. If you have razor burn on your face. Anyways, it seems quite nice. It says it's a multi-correcting face cream for advanced repair and intensive recovery, rejuvenates and revitalizes skin, dramatically diminishes signs of fatigue, fine lines, wrinkles for instant glow, visibly increases the firmness of the face, and builds stable moisture levels for radiant glow and appearance. So, sounds quite nice. I'm going to have to test this stuff in the future, give you all my final thoughts. The packaging is not perfect. There's some stuff stuck on the bottle of this one, and it looks like there's air, a little bit of air pockets perhaps in the glass. I'm not sure. I think that's in the glass. It doesn't look like it's all the way full exactly. And this one, you see that big air pocket? So that's kind of a negative. Anyways, I'm excited to try this stuff. Take care of your skin, guys. Not only do you need to be clean, you need to smell great, but take care of your skin. You know, our face sees a lot of sun and wind and dryness. And, you know, I'm not saying you need to do this or you have to. And I'm not saying that you should wear makeup. You know, that's becoming more socially acceptable. I as a more rugged individual, a little bit more of a, I don't know, a masculine guy, I do feel like that's a little bit odd, honestly, but no shame. Do what makes you feel, you know, happy and feel good. Anyways, this one here is the Advanced Repair Eye Gel, and it does have a scratch up here on the top of the bottle. There's a little bit of a scratch. Let me know what your scent of the day, everybody. I see 2 people are in here. How are you doing? I'm just being really chatty, and I'm just sharing this video with y'all. So, anyways, let's talk about this one. This one is an anti-wrinkle, revitalized and firming eye gel, advanced repair. Repairs, fortifies, hydrates eye for a fresh and radiant glow, dramatically reduces the appearance of key signs of eye aging, including puffiness, fine lines, dark circles, crow's feet, and dryness, while reviving the delicate skin around the eye contours. Lightweight gel cream texture absorbs quickly, leaving the skin feeling firmer, revitalized, and refreshed. So, I don't know, that's exciting. I just lost another person, they just left. Anyways, I know I'm not talking about fragrance today. I'm talking about these. They sent these by. They're natural healthcare products. Advanced Repair Eye Gel. Have you ever had a long night, stayed up really long, been puffy underneath your eyes? That's what this stuff is for. Where I'm from, that's called raccoon eyes. I think that this is nice. I've never had anything like that before. Happy to share that with y'all today. First, just a quick haul. Impressions. How's everybody doing? The next thing I want to share with y'all in this quick haul today is a charcoal body scrub. You know, these are getting really popular, especially for the ladies. They have ones that are a little bit more fruity, and I think there's some sugar scrubs out there. I think that this one's made out of salt. Most of it's made out of salt and activated charcoal. So, you know, this is really nice for, you know, cleaning your skin, scrubbing your skin with a brush. Activated charcoal absorbs, you know, scent, odors really well. It's natural. It detoxifies. I was really excited to get this because I don't have a lot of anything like this. I mean, I've never had anything like this really before. Let's see here. It says it's paraben-free, sulfate-free, and all these other things free. Cruelty-free, made from natural ingredients. It says it has almond oil, olea, europea, olive oil, macadamia oil, and some other things in it. So, very interesting stuff. Hope that y'all like that. Let me know. Do y'all like hearing about men's healthcare products? Is that something you're interested in? Something you care about? The next thing I want to wrap up with this video today, I want to share with you Rogba. I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel already. I've mentioned this beauty of a fragrance or a performer of a fragrance, and I wanted to mention it one more time because this is going to my mom, and I know that she loves it, and I know that she's not going to give this back. She loves this fragrance. She loves this perfume. This one is called Rogba. It's an Oriental vanilla. It has a lot of similarities to you know, Oud Bouquet by Lancôme. It's a vanilla, again, an Oriental vanilla, meaning it's a vanilla focused fragrance with you know, some spice to it. With the Oud Bouquet qualities, it has this deep, interesting floral quality and this like interesting earthy nuance. Now the earthiness, there's not a lot of it in this fragrance. This one is nice. It smells kind of rich, almost caramel-like. And it's a very nice winter fall fragrance. It's very good for the cold winter. It's a great fragrance. Anyways, Rogba is such a good fragrance. And it's a performer. It's beast mode pretty much. It lasts 12, 14, maybe more hours on your clothes. It'll last days. And one of the best things about this fragrance is that this is only a $30, $35 fragrance. Yes, you can get this. It's a $35 fragrance. And it's a real performer. It smells pretty good. It smells really nice. It's quite sweet. And it's interesting. Again, I'm all about helping y'all save money. Maybe find the cheapies. Maybe find the good fragrances for good for a great bang for your bang for your buck. Save some money. And smell great. If you're looking for a gift for your lady, trust me, guys, you want to check out Rogba by Lattafa. And I'm going to wrap up this video. I just wanted to make a quick one this morning. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this. Hopefully, this is the kind of content you like. I just wanted to wrap this up today. Thank y'all so much for all the people who stopped by. I haven't got many comments today. I see 2 people are here. Feel free to ask me questions. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What's your scent of the day? I very much would love to hear from you. Do you have any questions for me? Am I doing live videos too often? Do you want a live video like once a week? What do you want? But anyways, I wanted to share this one last time to give y'all a chance to hear about it, because once I give this one to my mom, I'm not going to have the bottle anymore to show y'all, because she loves this stuff. She loves it. And again, if you've never encountered a Arabian fragrance as a lady, or maybe you have a lady in your life who maybe you think wants an exotic fragrance, this one is very easy to appreciate for a Western nose. This is not scary. It's not skanky. It's not strange, but it does have a exotic feel about it. This fragrance definitely smells exotic to a Western nose. So let me know. Have you heard about Rogba? The brand that sells this is called Lattafa. You can find this for $30 or $35 or so on the internet. Again, one of the best values for money in the fragrance world, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've found recently. I don't know what else I can say about it. I'm impressed. Very much impressed. If you're a guy and you're not scared of, I think it's Givenchy's pie, you might like that stuff because it has that honey, almost sweet, honeyish vibe to it. Let me know. I'm about to wrap this up. If y'all don't have any questions for me or any thoughts, I'm about to wrap up this video. Let me know. I see 3 people are here. Thank you so much for being here today. My scent of the day, I'm thinking about what I'm going to wear. For this cold, rainy weather, I've really been liking Vodka on the Rocks by Sensual Obsessions. It fits my mood. It just smells so nice. I really want to get Oud Mineral by Tom Ford for the rainy weather. But that one, maybe in the future I'll buy it. It's a little bit expensive, and I wish it had a little bit more complexity to it. Four people are here. How you doing? How you doing, everybody? What's your scent of the day? If I don't get any responses too quick, I'm just going to wrap this up because that's all I wanted to do today. I just wanted to introduce, this brand new brand, Baroque Official, Baroque Royal, and showcase this brand to you, and give y'all another chance to hear about Rogba. And again, some people didn't know how to spell it. Some people didn't know and never heard of it. And it's spelled R-A-G-H-B-A. Again, let's see here. That's how you spell it. How long is the perfume's lifetime? this lasts a really long time. This is a 12-hour fragrance, a 14-hour fragrance, and I'm not making that up. I've tested this stuff, and it lasted for like half a day on my jacket, and I didn't even spray my jacket. I had sprayed myself, and just a little bit of the scent getting into the clothes or my jacket. My jacket smelled like it for a day. I petted the cat, the cat at the house, and it smelled like the fragrance for like half a day. This stuff is pretty much, I don't know if I want to say it's nuclear or beast mode and all those terms that people throw around. It's a serious performer. Daniel T says it's raining there. Yes, I'm in the middle of a rainstorm right now. It's very much raining, and I don't know if you can hear me very well. I'm trying to speak loudly. I'm trying to project my voice. It's raining. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining. Anyways, let me know what's your scent of the day. Do you have any questions for me? Any topics you want to talk about? Today, I don't have a lot that's on my mind, particularly. I did go on my Instagram and talk a little bit about, people taking maybe other people's ideas in the fragrance community, because it kind of bothered me that somebody who started their own brand, a fragrance brand, I'm not sure if they did, and I'm not saying they did, and I'm not going to make any accusation, but it seemed like maybe they took some of my ideas, because I shared some of my ideas for my own fragrance brand, and then the one day after that, right after that, they were talking about their fragrance brand and had the same ideas as what I had just talked about the day before. So I don't know, my friends. Sometimes I feel cheated, but I'm not gonna let that get to me. Name them and shame them. No, I don't really want to start a fight. I guess I could do that. Trust me, I was talking about that too. I have like 3 different people in the fragrance community. I have like 3 different people who I could possibly try to, start fragrance fights and start fragrance drama, because one way or another they've treated me wrong. But I'm trying to bring the fragrance community together. I'm trying to build everybody up, and I really want everybody to be more involved and be better friends with each other. I don't want there to be all these fights, and then there seems to be people who try to stroke the fires of contention or confrontation, and I don't want to be a voice of that, And maybe some people are just having their phone fun. Y'all probably saw the video, probably heard about. There's a fragrance reviewer who got a big propane torch, like almost like a plasma cutter. Just a little bit, not as strong as a plasma cutter, but he burnt through the glass in a entire bottle of Club de Nuit Intense for fun, to pretty much troll on people. I don't. Again, that's probably his own personality, and he probably thinks that's quite funny. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And I don't have anything against the guy. I don't have anything against him. But I'm not sure if you're just trying to have fun. I understand if you're just doing your own thing. But if you're trying to bring people together, if you're trying to build a community, burning some people's favorite fragrance, I don't think is the best way to go about it. What if he burnt like a Ventus, like just threw a Ventus against a wall and just like broke it for the heck of it? I mean, what are you achieving when you do something like that? Valley Vaughn says, "Rain, rain, go away." Are you gonna do a dance with me, Valley Vaughn? Yeah, it's a rainy day today. I can sometimes like it, and I'm just out here. I got one of those big, beach. I don't even know what you call them, like big beach umbrellas, and I'm hiding underneath one of those. That's what so I'm protected from the rain a little bit. One time I did one of these videos and I got really soaked and I was really cold. But not today. I'm staying kind of warm. Daniel T says, "Scent of the day, went to the restaurant with red tobacco, 9 hours and still projecting. Nice blend of vanilla." Yeah, Mansara fragrances have really good longevity. There's no debating it. Some people try to knock Mansara on their quality. Some people say they're a little bit linear. but there's no debating that Mansara fragrances often have good performance. They often smell great. You know, Western noses often like things that are quite sweet, and Mansara fragrances usually are quite sweet. So, you know, I have Oud Vanille by Mansara, and I love that fragrance. I don't care what anybody says about it. And there's a new fantastic lady reviewer who says it's her favorite date fragrance. So I think that's kind of a plus too. You know, you got a good date fragrance out of it too. So Mansara, good stuff. Do you like Gourmand, Ben? Valley Vaughn, yes, I do like Gourmand. I don't like it to be overtly rich or too heavy, but I do like a good Gourmand fragrance. You know, what's it called? Happy Land Signature is a really good Gourmand, like honey tobacco fragrance. I love my Pure Tonka by Mugler. I think Pure Tonka is one of the best designer fragrances out there. You know, By the Fireplace is kind of Gourmand by, you know, I think, is that, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Is that Margiela? I think it's Margiela. Yeah, Maison, no. Anyways, I do like gourmands anyways. Vanilla is a hard note for me to pull off. Gourmands are often difficult, just difficult for me to wear. It has to be the right type. That's one of the reasons I was so excited when I found Mahariz by El Herbolario, because Mahariz is one of the only vanilla or fragrances that it's still unisex. It's still not exactly a masculine vanilla, but it's one of the only vanillas I felt comfortable with wearing. And boy, is that a beautiful, you know, fragrance and classy, and you know, ladies love it. So, thank you for the question, Valley Vaughn. Do you like gourmands a lot? I like them. I just don't find a lot of them that I like. But when I do find a gourmand that I like, I mean, I just love it. I'm just crazy for it. And I see 9 people are in the house. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to support me, please give me a thumbs up. Daniel T says, gotta try Oud Vanille. Yeah, Oud Vanille by Mansara is one of the only fragrances with a medicinal oud that actually smells really nice. And I think it's just done so well. One of my favorite, probably my favorite Mansara fragrance that I've smelled so far. I think it's called Windwood, or maybe it's Sand Oud. There's one of those fragrances from Mansara, and it's quite nice as well, but I wasn't really compelled to buy the bottle. I wasn't really compelled to buy it, but that one's quite nice. The other ones just aren't my vibe, really. They aren't my vibe. Is there a gourmand that smells like pizza? What's that brand called? What's that funny brand? What's it called? It's not coming to me. There is a fragrance that smells like pizza. There is one. Somebody made it. It's that same brand that some people layered the pineapple with a Ventus or Club de Nuit in some of those fragrances for an extra vanilla smell. They have one that supposedly smells like cat, and they have, what's that brand called? Anybody in the comment section, let me know. What's that funny brand that people like layer and mix with like Club de Nuit and a Ventus, and they have like single notes. Their brands focus on like a single note. There is one that smells like pizza. What's it called? Anyways, that's a funny thought, my friend. Gourmand. I don't know if you'd want to smell like pizza. I wouldn't want to smell like pizza. Anyways, AA says best vanilla oud is BK, and is Maison Francis Curtijan's Oud Satin Mood. I didn't get a lot of vanilla from that fragrance. Personally, for myself, it's a nice fragrance. There's no doubt that it's a good creation. It just had a little bit too much of a wool smell for me, and it was a little bit dry. But Oud Satin Mood is a very good, respectable fragrance. You know, I covered Oud Seta by Fragranza, and honestly, for the money, I kind of recommend the Fragranza. I don't know if y'all watched that video, or if any of y'all remember that video, but Oud Seta by Fragranza, I think, was their interpretation or inspiration from, you know, Oud Satin Mood. So, let's see. Says, Holy Spirit Fire TV says, what up, my bro? Got my red tobacco, and Mansara really does a nice job. Yeah, a lot of people are loving that red tobacco. It smells classy and refined. It almost has this, it has that red tone to it. they really did name it really well. It does have a red tone. It's not exactly a spice exactly, but it has this red feel. It has this energy and kind of sensualness behind it. I personally think it's a quite unisex fragrance, but it's very nice. And it performs. Um, it's kind of hard to find. One time I was looking it up for a friend to maybe buy it, and rat tobacco is actually sometimes hard to find. I was kind of shocked by that. Um, what do you think the best Aventus cologne? I have Al Haramain at La Aventure or Adventure. Um, that one's a really good one. That's probably the best one for the money overall. Everybody likes Club de Nuit Intense, man. That one's a lot more smokier. It has better performance, but there's no doubt that it does smell synthetic, but it does smell nice. There's nothing wrong with the fragrance. Um, for me personally, I probably like, it's not Fragranza, Zoha. If y'all have heard about this cologne house called Zoha, they have a fragrance called Napoleon Cologne, and it's their version of the Aventus Cologne. That's probably my favorite version or my favorite interpretation of, a Aventus like smell, a pineapple fragrance. It has great performance. It lasts long. It has the best composition. It's a much better fragrance than the Aventus Cologne. It's much better than Creed's version. And I think that's probably the one I would go to. It's a little bit minty and a little bit more fresh. It's a little bit lighter in composition. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but as a fragrance reviewer, there's just so many Aventus colognes, and then you get like fatigued, you get tired. I've seen all the Aventus colognes that are created, all the Aventus fragrances that come out. It's just clone after clone after clone of these brands, upcoming brands or even new clone houses. And that fragrance is so popular that they're just going to make themselves a new Aventus, clone. So, for me personally, I just don't get excited about clones, especially the Aventus clones too much. But if I was to reach for one, I would go for Zoha's, Napoleon Cologne for my Aventus fix. If I had to have a Aventus fix, a Aventus addiction, that's the one I would go for, no doubt about it. Let's see here. What's the sense in that? Says, have you tried Aramis Tobacco Reserve yet? Love from Wales, bro. I don't know if I look like a brother, but I got a lot of Irish and Welsh in my ancestry. So I'm a brother, a long distant one. I need to visit the homeland. And but thank you so much for stopping by. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if I've ever met anybody who's Welsh before. Aramis Tobacco Reserve is a really nice, kind of like, isn't it a little bit dry of a tobacco? It's nice. It has good performance. It's a really good value for money. I think it's going to appeal to more of the, a little bit to the more perhaps mature crowd. If you're a young guy, it's probably too tobacco heavy. It smells pretty authentic on the tobacco side of things. So if you're if you're a younger guy, I don't know if it's for you, but I think if you really like genuine tobacco, if you really like a tobacco smell, that's a great one. It's a great fragrance, especially for a gift for your uncle or for your dad or anything like that. Let's see here. John Clark says, I could answer many of these for you. Feel free to put in your input, man. I love your input. Ask me questions. That's what we're here for today. Holy Spirit TV says, I started working on the Centaur Special Edition. Maple Buttered Crunch. That's fantastic. And if y'all haven't seen my video, I did a video showcasing, Cross-Centered's brand, a brand new brand. They have 4 fragrances and some candles and some wax melts. And I thought their candles were excellent value, really good for the money. You have that frosted angel cake or angel food cake, and that maple buttered crunch was gorgeous. One of the best candles, especially for the money, that I've ever smelled. Gorgeous fragrance, or gorgeous candle. And I talked to him, and he says he's going to make me a spray fragrance. And If you, that's gonna smell like a gourmand, and that's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be a gorgeous fragrance. Thank you so much, man. I'm excited to smell that and try that. So excited. It says, I come here and the first thing I see is a question of Aventus colognes. Yeah, it's I know. You know, I'm gonna cover more niche and indie fragrances in the future, but there are a lot of people who are into Aventus colognes, and you know, it's still going, man. Um, you know, if you're a big fragrance head, if you're really deep into niche fragrances, you might think that this Aventus hype is over. You might think that the Aventus colognes is over, but it's not over. It's gonna keep going, and who knows? It might be going for 5, 10 more years. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just not too excited about it. I don't talk about it too often anymore with the Aventus colognes and all these different versions of Aventus. Honestly, again, one of the reasons why this exists and people are doing this is because Aventus is expensive. Y'all know that. They reformed the fragrance so much. People, you know, might not like Creed. I don't like Creed on a personal basis because they price gouged the USA. They hire, you know, they sneakily charged people more money. They they increased the prices by lowering the bottle size, and you know, they legally started trying to go after decanters and people who sell samples. So I really dislike Creed for doing all those things. I thought that Creed Viking was just a nostalgia fragrance to capitalize on gentlemen who like, allspice. That's my opinion, and I thought that Aventus Cologne was a very bad creation, and maybe was just trying to grab money because these clone houses started making fresher, more modern, I guess more unisex interpretations of Aventus. So, anyways, yeah, that's just my feeling. I'm just not excited about Aventus anymore. I'm not excited about Aventus Cologne. It's just not interesting. The backup ball says, go rob someone, sell oranges on the side of the highway, save your money, and buy actual Aventus. I don't know about robbing anybody, but selling oranges sounds like an idea. I don't know, man. I think that Zoha's Aventus Cologne, their copy of called Napoleon Cologne, is a really good fragrance for the money, and it has good performance overall. It's not a beast; it's a 6 or 7 hour fragrance, but I think that the Napoleon Cologne by Zoha is truly, really one of the best Aventus style fragrances. If that's what you care about, if that's what you're into at all. Again, I care more about niche and indie of these days, but anyways. Let's talk about something different. What's the sentence that says, I remember you saying to me on the previous you had Welsh? Yeah, man, I do. On my dad's side of the family. I don't want to say my last name, but I have an Irish last name. And got a lot of Welsh. Got a lot of Welsh in me. My mom's side is more German. Do I look like I'm German or Welsh? But of course, everybody's a mix of everything. Really far down the line on my mom's side, I have a little bit of, I think, Cherokee. But I don't think I look Native American, do I? I don't think I look like an Indian. But nothing's wrong with that. But Native American, Cherokee, Choctaw. Anyways, I remember Daniel T says one can find nice deals from Russian sellers on eBay. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about if they're good sellers or not, though Jensen's warned of fakes and stuff. Yeah, be really careful on eBay. Buy from somebody who has like 99% or more, or 100% and has a lot of sales. Unless you know what you're getting and you know that you got an authentic bottle. If you're buying Aventus, guys, do not buy Aventus unless you know you got a real deal good batch on eBay. You might as well not buy Aventus on eBay at all because there are so many clones. There's so many people ripping people off. My dad is a big fan of Aventus. He is a big Creed head, and he has had to return and been cheated so many times. He's been cheated by people on eBay selling fakes of Aventus. So do not buy Aventus off of eBay if it's too good to be true. If people are not charging what they should, they're gonna rip you off on eBay. Just don't buy Aventus off of eBay if you don't know what you're doing or if you don't want to be scared. I'm just catching up, Valley Vaughn. Yeah, Demeter's the one. Demeter has a fragrance that smells like pizza. And Valley Vaughn, you saved me. And that's the fragrance. I mean, that's the brand. That's the one I was thinking of. Demeter has a fragrance called pizza, or pizza fragrance, anyways. Jason Michael, what? Come on, man. Don't be talking like that. Do I need to block you? Do I need to block you, Jason? Just stop that, man. Because I respect all people, man. Jason, yeah, I respect everybody. And I don't want to ban anybody. Okay, yeah, we got him now. I don't want to ban anybody. I don't want to kick anybody out. I respect everybody's orientation or feelings or how they live their life. So everybody who is here, that's not a reflection on me. And as y'all can see, Jason Michael has been deleted from my chat, or maybe completely as a channel. Sorry about that, Valley Vaughn, and the backup bottles. Oh, come on, Jason. Okay, man, I put you on timeout, Jason. Jason, I put you on timeout. I kind of blocked you there. And you can't be doing that here. You can't be trolling. We're not going to accept any trolls here on my chat. The backup bottle boss says ban Aventus clones. Hey, man, I respect your opinion if that's what you want to do. The backup bottle says it's tough to get kicked off this chat, huh? Well, I just did. And, you know, he's not here anymore. Steve says, do you keep in touch with other YouTubers from the perfume industry? I try to. Honestly, I don't do that too often. I need to do that more often. And I try to build up friendships with everybody in the fragrance community. Valley Vaughn's a really nice lady. Clements is really nice. Solano. Danielson's a pretty good guy. There's a number of guys out there pretty nice and pretty open and friendly. Mr. Cologne 76 from Instagram, and he has a YouTube channel too. Mr. Cologne 76 is such a good guy. Matt Maleg on Instagram. Matt is a good guy. There are a lot of good people that are my friends in the fragrance community. Industry-wise, I just want to put this out there. It's really weird in business. I've tried to build friendships with people, but people just don't chat that often. Not like regularly, not like every day. I know a few people kind of in the fragrance industry. They're not, big dogs. They're not really high up in the fragrance industries, but they just don't want to chat every often. I can maybe get them to respond to a message like once a week. I guess they're just super busy, or maybe they just don't want to chat too much. But anyways, he says, "Oh, Jason." Who do you think Jason is? I don't know. Can y'all? Yeah, I'm gonna. I put him in timeout. Do y'all still see his messages? Do y'all still see his messages? Because I did put him in timeout. Ben, boot Jason. Okay, sis. I just hid him from my channel. Yeah, I definitely don't support him. Anyways, yeah, give him a boot at this point. I did. Can y'all still see his comments? Yeah, I have a lot of patience, man. I'm just a guy, and I've dealt with a lot of stuff in my life, and I really don't like hate or people being so bad. I think he's been banned. Yeah, Georgia Jet, we got a troll in the house. Can y'all still... Okay, good. His messages are gone. I'm sorry about that, guys. I never want that to be on my channel. I never want to see any of that happen on my channel. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a rainstorm, guys. I'm protected by an umbrella, but I'm just having fun out here with y'all. Okay, my cell phone's not getting too wet. I am a little bit worried about that. Backup bottle boss. The candles are gross, are cross-centered. You can find us on Facebook. Yeah, that's the one. I don't want to put out where I live exactly, but I live in the south and I live near the Gulf Coast. I live in hurricane country. You're hearing a southern rainstorm. In the middle of a southern rainstorm. Have you ever heard one of those? Have you ever been in a southern thunderstorm? That's the real deal. Southern thunderstorms are loud. There's not any thunder out here today, but this is a pretty good rain. Pretty good. This is kind of medium rain, honestly. Okay, I'm so glad that we kicked that guy. I'm sorry for anybody who was offended. I support everybody's orientation and I support everybody's lifestyle. If their lifestyle respects other people, and and of course everybody, if it's consensual. You know what I mean. Anyways, sorry about that, everybody. Raining is strengthening. Yeah, I like the rain. I have that kind of personality. There's this certain movie I really like, and it talks about this lady who stands out like a white lotus. And the lotus flower likes to blossom during or after it rains. And when all the other plants are kind of beaten down by the rain, and they don't stand out because, it's not sunny, the white lotus stands out in the gray and in the dark. The white lotus is beautiful. And, we got it. I got to ban this guy, too. I banned him, guys. David Michael banned. I got him. I don't know why there's this troll on my channel. Again, the backup bottle. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is, and I don't know why he wants to troll me. And he just started up. He just jumped on a other channel. He has an extra account, and he came back to my chat and came back to troll my chat a second time. Is that crazy? Yeah, Holy Spirit Fire TV. I appreciate you, man. I'm a part of the fragrance community. I'm trying to build everybody up. I'm just a small guy. I only have 11 people in my chat. I only have 7 likes. I'm not a big guy, exactly, but I'm trying to do my part and build up everybody, support everybody. Anyways, I was talking about the White Lotus, and I just think that's a beautiful message, to be kind of like a light to other people when other people are down. In the worst of situations, you stand out in a good way. But, you're not usually the most talkative, the most outgoing, or just really the biggest showy person in the world. But when times get rough, you're dependable and that you're there for people. And that's who I am, Favorite creed beside Aventus? Backup bottle boss. Okay, my friend, probably Millesime Imperial. I don't know. Royal Oud's okay. Spice and Wood is pretty good, but I think it's way overpriced. But I do like the smell of Spice and Wood. If Spice and Wood was a $75 fragrance, I would buy Spice and Wood all the time, and I would recommend it all the time. If Spice and Wood was $75, but Spice and Wood is like a $300, $350 fragrance. Okay, this time I blocked him from my channel, and I reported him. So guys, I'm sorry about that. That might be his original account. He came back. Byron says, "Hey, want to hear a joke?" IP ban. What's an IP ban? So I banned him, and I hid him from my channel, and I just reported him to YouTube. So hopefully that fixes the problem. I support everybody in their orientation and their lifestyle, if it's consensual and legal and all that stuff. So, see here. Yeah, I'd like to hear a joke, Byron. What do you want to say? What's the joke? Holy Spirit TV says, I have decants of Tom Ford Grey Vetiver and Serge Luton's Chergui coming today. Any input? Grey Vetiver to me is kind of a simple fragrance, but it's a very nice, clean, kind of citrusy vetiver fragrance. It's a very professional. I feel like Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford's a little bit of a mature scent. Perfect for the office. Perfect for a gentleman. It's a little bit linear. It doesn't have a lot of, I guess, nuances. The fragrance doesn't change a lot per se, but there's no doubt that Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford is a good fragrance. It's one of the best office fragrances out there. And you said the other one you're getting a decant of is a Serge Luton's Chergui. Chergui is a beautiful tobacco fragrance. It has, to me, kind of like a dark black kind of wine accord. It has hay. It's a gorgeous kind of sweet tobacco scent. Chergui is truly unisex in my opinion, but it's gorgeous. It would be, gorgeous on ladies or men. I like the fragrance, but again, I'm a little bit of an oddball. I lean a little bit more towards masculine fragrances, and there are other honey tobacco fragrances that have extra things like leather and saffron and other things that I like a little bit better. But Chergui has this French elegance. It's like understated and a little bit strong and a little bit serious. Chergui creates a very interesting mood. I got trolls on me. I'm reporting these trolls. Sorry about this, my friends. I never tried Dior Homme cologne. Does it last long enough to justify the purchase? For me personally, it was about a 6-hour fragrance. Some people claim that they can get 7. Some people even claim that... Oh, no, you're talking about Dior Homme cologne. I thought you were talking about the original EDT. The cologne, people say they get like 4 hours or so. Did you like the joke? Let me catch up. There was all these people trolling. It says, if you have a yogurt for 100 years, it develops a culture. I get it. Yeast culture and milk. For years in yeast, I get it. You hate Grey Vetiver. What's the difference? Oh, I see. Why do you hate Grey Vetiver? Why don't you like it? You never... And again, back to the Dior Homme cologne. It was about a 4-hour fragrance. It doesn't last very long. But if you want a really nice, authentic, like frosted glass, like frosted, icy cold lemonade fragrance, it's very nice. It's very inoffensive. I don't know if it's worth the money to you. If you're a cheapy guy, it's probably not going to be worth it. If you don't mind a fragrance that costs you, anywhere from $50 or so, it's not a bad fragrance. It smells quite nice. If you don't have anything light and inoffensive in your collection, it might be a nice choice. Yeah, your joke was pretty good, man. I have a little bit more of a dry humor, like British humor, and I do like irony a lot. So I'm sorry, I'm real hard to please with jokes, but I appreciate you, my friend. Best Dior fragrance. I'm an oddball. A lot of people are talking about how much they like Guerlain, and Guerlain has some great fragrances, especially their exclusives and their more expensive fragrances. I don't like a lot of their designer offerings. I'm not a big fan of Dior that much, or Chanel, honestly. I do like, Allure Homme Edition Blanche. I think that one's a great fresh fragrance. I do like the Dior Homme line. I respect it. The Parfum is really nice. And I personally like the Dior Homme O. The Dior Homme O is so inoffensive. It's so safe. It's classy. It's professional. It's a very nice fragrance. And very nice. You got to check it out if you want something that's more of a upscale, clean, professional fragrance for a younger man. One of my favorites. Let's see. Byron says that's not it. Read the first half. Um, yeah, you were talking about what's the difference between the two different yeast. I got it. I just AA says nicest office fragrance equals Dior Homme O. I think so. It's one of the cleanest. It's one of the most professional. It's one of the most inoffensive. If you never want to offend anybody or scare anybody off, Dior Homme O is just one of the best. Prada El Homme is great for that, and there's a few others, but Mont Blanc Starwalker is great for that too. Um, the backup bottle boss says I didn't like the smell of Grey Vetiver, just smelled bad to my nose. Maybe I got a spoiled bottle. Well, vetiver isn't it isn't a mass appealing note. Vetiver is a very interesting, sharp, like brown grass smell. It's not for everybody. I have a hard time with vetiver. I actually like tobacco a lot, and I quite like tobacco in a lot of fragrances. So some people really like vetiver. Some people like really strong vetiver. I like it to be more in the background as a supporting note of sorts. So everybody has their own thing, my friend. And I respect you. I mean, I respect your opinion. Let's see here. Abram Johnson says, "Good day. How you doing, my friend? Are you about to leave us? Or are you just saying hello?" Or Byron says, "I'm British. I don't think you read the first part. I wasn't talking about." Well, he says talking about Americans having no culture. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I was trying to fight that troll. I got distracted from that guy. There was I think it was the same person. There's three different people who came in here who were trolling my comment section, and I had to start hiding and banning them. So I'm sorry. Do you want to copy and paste it again real quick? I'm sorry about that. What to spin it? I don't. I'm not a Yankee by any means. I know that's a slang for an American, but I'm not a Yankee. If you say that to somebody where I'm from, that's quite an insult. Because a lot of people around here still talk about Yankees as being, disliking them. Boss Bottles says, what? What do you mean by that? The backup bottle says, if your parents forced you to have them as a kid, you'll... yeah. Nothing in that joke was about... I understand. I heard you. Holy Spirit TV says, I'm juggling between my next purchase, either Dior Homme Intense or Valentino Uomo Intense. I would sample both of them. I always encourage y'all to sample a fragrance, test them out, see what you like. I don't know if you like darker or lighter fragrances. Both of them are very classy. Both of them are great charmers for date nights and going out and about, for dinners. They're both classy, quite nice, very good stuff. I personally would probably lean towards the Dior, but the Valentino certainly has its own style and kind of has a poshness about it. Both of them are nice. Sorry for that joke. I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to be rude, Byron. I don't know what you mean, my friend. It really doesn't matter. I appreciate you, my friend. Just checking up on the chat. Abram says, just what's in the hall? I shared it earlier, but it was just a charcoal body scrub I got from a brand new brand called Baroque Official. They're a brand new healthcare brand, specifically for men. And I'm happy to share men's healthcare, scented goods, soaps, shampoos, anything. And I got some eye gel and some face cream and and a charcoal body scrub. So I'm gonna review these, and I'm going to test them and review these for y'all in the future. So let's see what's in the haul. Like Valentino. Valentino is good stuff. This is a kind of awkward now. Best powdery Iris Frag thoughts, guys. If you like powdery and iris, you probably want to go for Iris Nazarena by 80. I don't know how to say it. It's like 80s Days Venustus. Iris Nazarena is an incensey, very powdery iris fragrance. It's unisex, and it does have a little bit more of a, more of a incense, airy incense kind of vibe to it. But it's expensive, no doubt. But if that's what you want, a really powdery iris, Iris Nazarena is very classy stuff. I do feel like it's a little bit more on the ladies' side, but it's very unisex. It's a very unisex fragrance. The Dior Homme, it's a good powdery iris, no doubt about it. If you want a lot of iris, if that's what you care about, get yourself a vintage bottle of the Dior Homme Intense. Get yourself a vintage bottle. It's expensive, no doubt, but the stuff really performs, and it has a lot of iris. A lot of people don't know, but the Dior Homme line, the original Dior Homme and the Dior Homme Intense, have been reformulated a number of times in the past already, and the new version of the Dior Homme 2020 took away the iris and completely neutered the fragrance. So, if you like the iris, definitely get yourself that Dior Homme sooner than later, because the prices are going to jump on the original Dior Homme. Just mark my words. Trust me. In a year, maybe 2 years, the prices for Dior Homme, the original one, are going to creep up, and especially if they reformulate the Dior Homme Intense, or if they ever dare to touch the Dior Homme Parfum in the future, the prices of that line are going to jump. They're going to skyrocket. Sorry I wasn't being rude. I sent the message, and by the time it got to you, it answered me. I thought, no, I'm not ignoring you, Byron. I'm sorry about that. I'm cringing with how much... No, you're good. I'm sorry about that, my friend. I was really distracted with trying to fight those trolls. I don't know if it was the same person, but I had those three different trolls jump in, and I had to block them. And I reported some of those profiles to YouTube. I don't want to see that kind of hate, and I don't know why I'm being trolled at all. I don't know why. YouTube chat is kind of funny. That kind of stuff doesn't seem to happen very often on Instagram. No, you're okay, my friend. Don't feel awkward. Let's see, what's your favorite designer house and niche? Very hard question. Designer house... It's either a big toss-up, a big fight between probably Hermes and Bulgari. I love Bulgari because their aqua line's quite nice. I don't like a lot of designer fresh fragrances at all, and Bulgari is about one of the only houses where I actually enjoy some of their more aquatic designer fragrances. And I really like their Man in Black. Bulgari had their exclusive line is quite nice, but of course it's expensive. Hermes, if Hermes is considered designer, they have nice vetiver fragrances. They have some fragrances that are a little bit leathery. They have some of the best classic fragrances for men, in my opinion, that's ever been made. If you're a classy gent, if you're a traditional gent, and you want fragrances that are going to suit you, definitely do yourself a favor and get Rockabar or Rockabar Vetiver. Rockabar Vetiver is one of the best fragrances for a gentleman out there in the fragrance world, and people just don't talk about it. Rockabar Vetiver is a great fragrance by Hermes. Great fragrance. And they have a lot of interesting freshies. Hermes does, and again, for designer houses, I don't like a lot of designer freshies, and Hermes has all these interesting fresh fragrances that are focused on singular notes, or they have these really almost posh feel to the fragrances, and like I don't even know how to say June Del Sur Lanil. They have some really nice like green fresh fragrances. Anyways, don't even get me started on Serge Lutens, their new exclusive line that nobody talks about. They do have a new fragrance called Irreverent, and Irreverent to me goes head to head up there with Herod. Irreverent is like a better version in a way of Givenchy Play Intense, and I really do like Givenchy too, but Givenchy has really nice fragrances for ladies. To me, Givenchy has amazing fragrances for the ladies out there. Just amazing stuff. As far as niche houses go, I really do like Serge Lutens as a house. Let me see. I don't know. It probably is a toss-up between like Nichane and Carnar Barcelona. Carnar Barcelona has so many good wearable niche fragrances. So many fragrances that have a very nice character and style about them, but yet they're wearable. I like Carnar Barcelona much better personally than Byredo. I like them much better than Gallivant. I'm not a big fan of what's that brand called? Le Labo. I don't like Le Labo very much personally at all. I know some people love that Santal 33. They're crazy about it. It just doesn't work for me. There's houses out there like Maison Francis Kurkdjian that do a very good job, but I just feel like they're too expensive for what they are. For their fresh fragrances for $250 or $300 for one of those fresh fragrances from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I'm just like, oh my goodness. You're just smelling fresh. It's not unique. It's not particularly special, or it's not long lasting exactly. It's just like average performance, 6 or 7 hours. And you're paying $250 or $300. I'm just like, no. And so again, it's a big toss-up between Carnar Barcelona and Nichane for me personally. Nichane, they have amazing fragrances. They're long-lasting. They're not overpriced for a niche house. Yes, they still are expensive, but for $150 or so for most of their fragrances are not overpriced for their quality. They have good performance, great smells. I am a huge fan of Fan Your Flames by Nichane, and I didn't buy into the hype this year. I owned that fragrance last year. I owned it, so that's where I am. What is your? No, it's okay, Byron. Everything's good. You're cool. Everything's good. Yeah, those trolls definitely were intentionally spam. No matter what you do, people say is offensive stuff online. Yeah, that's how it is. But in my chat, I don't want to, I don't want them to spam. And I also don't want other people to be offended, That's quite hateful speech to a lot of people. Even though I'm not gay at all, I definitely don't want them to be disrespected in any way. Steve H says, awesome content, bro. Thank you, Steve H. I appreciate you stopping by today. Why doesn't free speech extend to YouTube? I don't know. There's a lot of filtering. I think that, everybody has their own channel. I think that things should be based on people's channels. So on my channel, if I don't want certain speech to be here, that's my choice. But as far as YouTube as a platform, I think that YouTube should be more open and more free. There are a lot of big content creators and a lot of great content creators that have been kicked off the platform. One of the big upcoming stars, one of the great people, I didn't like her content sometimes, and I certainly didn't like her attitude sometimes. But her name was Soph. And she was a rising star. She probably, I don't know what she's doing now, but she probably was going to become one of the most popular, one of the biggest names in the entertainment or in the world. She was growing fast, and YouTube just didn't like her because of her opinions. And I don't know. YouTube is not doing good things for the platform. I would encourage them to look at Yahoo, MySpace, and all these other big platforms that they destroyed themselves by fighting against the users. The very reason why the people built the platform, and the very reason why people liked the platform to begin with, and they started fighting against their users and the people who actually care about their platform. Um, Holy Spirit Fire TV says, yes, I have Elborn, very nice, for Ohio cold weather now. Yeah, Elborn is a great fragrance. It's a very wearable vanilla if you're a guy. It's quite unisex. It's not, you don't need to be scared away or scared of the vanilla in Elborn. Very nice kind of citrus fragrance. AA says, strongest fragrance in your collection. My favorite fragrance in my collection. It's such a hard question. So hard. Oh my goodness. I love my Fan Your Flames. I love my tobacco. I think it's my Leather Oud from Floris. I love my Moon Milk from Stora Skogen. I love my Pure Tonka from Mugler. There's a number of other ones. I love Rivellari from Fragranza. I don't know. My favorite fragrance of all time. That's such a hard question. It might be Jubilation 25. Jubilation 25 from Amouage is one of my Grail fragrances. One of my favorite fragrances of all time. Jubilation 25 is one of my favorites. Free speech is one thing. Leaving 100 comments in 10 seconds. Yeah, I was being spammed. And again, there's a thing called a public place and a private place. I consider, even though my channel is open to the public, even though I am on a public place, this is still more of a, my channel is more of a private thing. At least that's how I view it. Like if somebody was to visit your house, that is your private property, and somebody can't treat you like that or invade your space or do something against your will. So if it was a public place, if somebody wants to troll somebody, in the middle of a park, I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I think that they might have the right to do it. Or, maybe, just at a public place, at a town meeting, a courthouse, those kinds of things. You can debate people at a courthouse. You can, verbally try to fight somebody at a courthouse. But this is not a courthouse. This is the Syntetar Fragrance channel. Fragrance, my passion. Yeah, I think people should be able to say what they want, no matter how. Yeah. I support that. That's your right. But anyways, E2 we put on all our candles we sell. Yeah. You and that's another thing. Holy Spirit TV, their brand is called Cross Center. They voice their opinion and their view. They put scripture Bible verses on their products. Some people might not like that, and some people might like it, but they certainly are going to say what they want to say. Saying I agree with free speech, but not hate speech. It's like saying I agree with physics and not gravity. I know, I understand. I support you 100%. Holy Spirit TV says you use naturals in your candles? Question mark. I don't know the answer to that myself. I'm assuming that not everything's natural, and for the price, it smells good and it's a good product. I'm not guessing it's not natural. Scent of the day is Dunhill Icon Original. Great choice, my friend. Another great vetiver fragrance. Very classy. Kind of is one of those fragrances that if you don't like Grey Vetiver, you might like the Dunhill Icon. You might just like it. See here. The backup bottle boss says, good point, Syntetar, on public versus private. Yeah, that's just my opinion on the matter. That's just my opinion. Anthony Rodriguez is in the house. A great guy. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. I'm doing good. I just introduced, this brand called Baroque Royal. They sent me by a charcoal body scrub, a eye gel, and a face cream. And I just wanted to introduce these, and I'm going to review them in the future for y'all and give y'all my feedback. And I also wanted to showcase this one again, Rogba by Latafa. It's a beautiful Oriental vanilla. It's more, in my opinion, for the ladies if you want a gift. but it smells exotic. It's very sweet. It's very long lasting. It has great performance. It's a $35 fragrance. And y'all might be annoyed that I mentioned this fragrance so much. I just wanted to showcase this in the last couple of days because I'm going to give this one to my mom, and she loves this stuff, and she's not going to give it back. I'm not going to be able to show this bottle to y'all in the future because my mom loves this fragrance. It's a very sweet. It's very long lasting. It has a little bit of richness for vanilla. It's a little bit spicy. It smells a little bit like Oud Bouquet. And Oud Bouquet has those nice florals, those deep florals, and the earthy nuances. And I just want to showcase that one as much as I can before I give it away to my mom because I help out everybody. I give fragrances to people, and especially my family. And my mom has a whole nice collection now, and she never knew much about fragrances, never had a lot of fragrances, so she loves it. We're losing our right to say what we want here in the UK. Yeah, it's a struggle. I understand that problem and that fight. The U.S. is going through a very similar problem with free speech and right to free speech, and I think it's a serious problem. I don't want to get into politics at all. The backup bottle boss says, "Good channel. Thank you for that." I think they're called super chats. You're my second ever super chat. I appreciate that. I did not expect it. $2, but thank you so much. The issue I have with the current idea of hate speech is that the lines are blurred and it's used to silence. Yeah, it's very true. I don't even like using the term. Who defines what is hate and what hate is, and when somebody crosses the line of entering a hate speech zone, of what's correct. Another country or group of people could find something offensive and could say that is hate speech if they wanted to. One religion could really dislike gays or something and say that gays speaking their own opinion and label that as if they wanted to. So I agree. I think that us as a people need to have more open discussions but when somebody tries to spam me, they're not looking for a conversation. When somebody got on here and put 20 comments, they're not looking for a debate, and my channel isn't even about that. You can go and debate Stephen, what's his name, like Molyneux, and these critical thinkers, and there's these other channels that discuss those issues. My channel's a fragrance channel. I'm not here to debate that or talk about that. And but I 100% support free speech, 100%, and I think it's a real problem going on that people can't say what they need to say or want to say. Holy Spirit TV says mixed media, oils, and aroma chemicals, soil, paraffin, wax. Anthony says the issue I have. Okay, I already read that. Yeah, Rogba is the bomb. Steve H says, yeah, this fragrance, guys. Again, I let y'all know of great fragrances and fragrances that are duds, fragrances that might be losers. I'm sharing this with you so much. Again, I think it's unisex. If you like sweet fragrances, if you like sweet vanilla, as a guy, maybe you like Da Vinci Pie, you might like this. But again, if you have a lady in your life, if you're looking for a good gift, if you know that she likes vanilla and oriental fragrances with a little bit of spice and some nuances, to a Western nose, to somebody who's not big into niche, for somebody who doesn't have a lot of fragrances, this is going to smell very exotic and very fancy, and they're going to love you and adore you because this stuff lasts. This is a 10, 12, 14-hour fragrance or more. If you spray it on clothes, this is a day or two fragrance on clothes. It's very much worth the money for 30 or 35 bucks. Thank you, Anthony, for the $5. I really appreciate that. I never expected, I'm not asking for money, but I appreciate that, and, it means a lot. So thank you for that. Thank you for the support and the friendship, my friend. You can't criticize certain religions and politics here now. I'm fearing the road we're going down. Yeah, I look into that stuff. I pay attention, and I know what you're talking about. And I know what you're talking about in Britain. and the police don't really do their job, and they're protecting certain people based off speech, and they ignore crimes of certain people in certain ethnic groups. And I understand your struggle. And your worry. I just don't want to talk about that too much here on my channel, if you understand what I mean. But I respect you 100%, and maybe I need to make a channel. Maybe y'all want me to talk more about that stuff. Incense you need. Yeah, if you don't mind incense. Yeah, I can see where it has a little bit of maybe of incense in it. It says you can say whatever you want, but you'll get, yeah. That's how it goes. Buy yourself a drink, my friend. Thank you. I should have brought a drink out here, shouldn't I? I should have brought something nice to drink out here today. The rain's let up a little bit. I can go inside later on and not be soaked. Byron says you can't hear in the UK. You like Baby Yoda. Am I like Baby Yoda? Is that a compliment? Nick, no, he's Cancer. What? I'm Cancer? What? Let's talk frags. Yeah, we're here to talk about fragrance. What's your scent of the day? Don't ban him, he's funny. No, if you don't spam me, if you don't say anything crazy, I'm not trigger happy to ban people. I hope y'all know that. Let's jump to fragrance. We're talking about fragrance. This is a fragrance channel. The fragrance channel, you know. So, anyways, but Baby Yoda is a funny topic. Some people really dislike Baby Yoda. That's a whole different topic for another day. Anyways, let's talk about fragrance. Yes. Snap. What? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't even know what that means. Nick. I'm confused on the definition of niche. What the heck is it? Everyone has a different view. My opinion on niche is a specialty fragrance. My opinion on niche is not, the classic definition of niche is that simply if you're a designer brand that you make clothes and you make lotions and other goods, that you make all kinds of different products besides just fragrance, and that a niche house focuses on fragrance. I don't look at a niche house that way exactly. I look at niche in more of the classic definition of, who is the target of this fragrance. In my opinion, a designer house is focused on more mass appealing fragrances. They might be connected to a very popular figure, a very popular movement, like a movie star. A designer brand, in my opinion, a designer brand is a brand that markets their fragrance to everyone and anybody, and a lot of time they might be more affordable as well. In my opinion, a niche fragrance is focused more on a certain person. They're trying to capture a certain memory, a certain emotion. They're maybe trying to make very difficult fragrances to wear, difficult fragrances to understand, fragrances for people who like the artistry and the passion of fragrances and the story behind the fragrances. They want something more than just smelling good. A designer fragrance that just smells good to just about anybody and everybody off the street. So that's my opinion. I kind of don't like it when people talk about try to make that differentiation, especially with exclusive lines. To me, most exclusive lines are niche, even if they come from a designer house. A exclusive line is meant to be exclusive. It's meant to be for fewer people, higher end clients who want a special smell, to smell different, to stand out. To have that special, that again exclusivity behind it. So I see a lot of people here. Let me see here. Oh, the backup. Don't ban. I'm not gonna ban him. The bottle boss sent me $3. He says, "Ever tried Frederic Malle? I like Musk Ravageur. Musk Ravageur is a nice fragrance. It's just a really strong fragrance, and it's kind of polarizing to some people because it still is a little bit animalic, and the clove is a little bit strong. I really like Maharis by El Herbalario, which is said to smell very similar to it, and it's a good. I need to try more of the brand. I hear a lot about Portrait of a Lady as a really good fragrance, and lots of people like it. Portrait of a Lady is supposedly one of their best, if not their best fragrance. So I need to try more from the brand. I think there's a fragrance called Brigand, and I think it costs like $200 or something expensive. And they say it smells kind of like Terre d'Hermes. I really want to try it. Somebody said I'd like it because I'm a big sucker for Terre d'Hermes Eau Trace Fresh. I love that fragrance, so I got to try more of the brand, honestly. Nick says, Brian, uh, don't even chat. People fighting about Baby Yoda. Oh my goodness, here it goes. Here we go, fighting about Baby Yoda. Oh my god, gosh, I'm not even a Star Wars channel. I don't even talk about Star Wars. Grumpy says, hello. What state is that? I love the smell of the forest. I don't want to give out too much personal information, but I live in the South. I live very near the Gulf Coast. Just think about Florida. I'm somewhere around that area, Florida and that area. So I like the smell of the forest. I love the smell out here. I got a bunch of trees, fresh air. You know, it just rained, so it smells really beautiful out here. I think it's good for the health. Let's see here. Baby Yoda loves Across Sands by Maison Margiela. My name's Byron, not Brian. Yeah, sorry. Byron. Steve says, Minnesota here, 19 degrees, going to be a few months until I get in my backyard. Yeah. You know, a lot of people like the weather because it's been warmer here. I did a live yesterday and it was very sunny and people loved the weather. But trust me, guys, we have it very hot and very humid in the summer. We might have a warmer winter, but we're going to have it really hot in the summer. It's going to be a brutal summer this year, probably. So, you know, 90, 95, 100 or so. We don't get Arizona hot, but we've got a lot of humidity. It feels like you're baking, you know, you're being steamed, like broccoli. What kind of name is that? Say niche means intended for a smaller audience. That's exactly what I think. That's my opinion on niche. Niche is for specific people. It's marketed towards a smaller group of people to capture a certain feel. You know, capture a certain emotion. You know, it's a specialty product. It's not meant for the masses. That's my simple definition of it. You know, Bulgari could be considered a designer fragrance, but Bulgari's exclusive line to me is niche. Ferragamo has an exclusive line. To me, it's niche. Even though some of these aren't super uber heavy to wear niche. Let me see here. You consider private lines niche? I do a lot of the time. I do. Do you like Lynx Africa? I don't know if I've tried that one. Is after a poet, Nick Gurr. Oh my goodness. Nick's fighting people over there. Baby Yoda's throwing punches. Let's see over here. You consider, yep. Ironically, I mean. Good explanation of niche. Is Portrait of a Lady masculine enough for a man to wear? As far as I hear from people, it's considered unisex. Sometimes people have funny names of fragrances. Y'all know I just reviewed a fragrance from Possettes, and it was called Lord Byron, She Walks in Beauty, and it has a whole story behind the fragrance. It's about Lord Byron and kind of like a love story. So, you know, it's about him seeing a wonderful lady. You know, Lord Byron, you know, coming across, you know, maybe a new suitor, a new lady in his life. So, you know, Portrait of a Lady might not be exactly as feminine as you might think it is or might feel it is. I'd give it a go. I'd give it a try. It's probably not going to be a masculine fragrance, though, Portrait of a Lady, but I think it's worth a try. Some really big fragrance lovers and fragrance enthusiasts claim it's the real deal, you know, the good stuff. So you got to give it a try. Anyways, let's see here. Speak to Us by Rado Mojave Ghost. Mojave Ghost is a good fragrance by Byredo. That one's nice. Balder Freak is a good one. A lot of people like. For me, there's that sweet, kind of dense smell to it. and it's just not my thing. But although Mojave Ghost is nice, I think they make one called like Elevator Music and 11th Hour, and I think 11th Hour is really nice. And there's one called like, what is it, like Seven Veils or something, and that one wasn't bad. Or maybe I might be mixing things up, but anyways, see, bruh, baby, here we go with the fight. Anyways, Michael Sewell says North Florida. Michael says, stop repeating yourself. Oh my goodness. What's behind you? A big tree on the left? Yeah, I got a bunch of trees and a bunch of things. Behind me, these are pine trees, loblollies, which is a specific type of fast-growing pine tree. A lot of those around here. Let's see. Some of these guys in the frag call cologne unisex, which just smells straight up girly low by samples. Yeah, different people have different opinions on what smells feminine or not. Some people don't care about smelling, particularly masculine or feminine. So, test the fragrance, test your fragrance, smell what you like. I do tend to lean a little bit more on the masculine side of things. I'm not going to wear Delina or any, there's some guys in the fragrance community who, they'll wear Delina or will wear whatever they want. And kudos to them. I respect their opinion. But, if you want to smell more masculine, people around me, around here, they still like to wear Cool Water by Davidoff. And they still like Dior Fahrenheit. And another of those, like, classic masculine scents. So, yeah, test things. Sample your fragrances. And just find something that works for you. Let me see here. What's your opinion on Rose to No Man's Land? I don't think I've tried that one. Oh my goodness. Aren't you I saw you on someone's channel. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Absolutely not. Anyways, Nick Gurr says, who is behind you on the big tree on your left? Do you see somebody or something? I don't see anybody or anything. Do you see something? Turn around? You really see a person back there? I don't know. Are y'all trying to spook me or something? There ain't nobody behind you. Are you trying to fool me? Just play a prank on me? Yeah, nobody's behind me. I was like staring at the screen. I'm like, you see somebody in the trees? Trolls? They're just trolling me? Yeah. Having some fun. I understand. Anyways, how's everybody doing? What's your scent of the day? What does this person look like? I don't see anybody behind me. I can see what you can see. What does it look like? Yeah, are y'all trying to suggest there's like a monster after me or something now? I don't know. I live in Panther country. My grandpa used to talk about cattywampuses, big panthers. They smoked out. They started seeing things, hallucinating. The bottom left, crouched down. Looks like Marion wearing a red. Looks. On. Are you talking about the exposed part of the tree up there? On over here? Anyways, our hair. We got some of the dogs playing over there. They don't hear anybody. They're really alert. Anyways, y'all trying to spook me. They smoked out. Scent of the day is Virgin Island Water by Creed. A very nice choice. It just doesn't last very long, in my opinion. No, like peeking out or a beanie or a hat. Maybe. I mean, I live near a walkway. Are you talking about there like a flag or something? There's little flags over there. For like electrical lines, we still have some of those in the yard still around our fence. So maybe that's what you're seeing. There's a couple of little orange flags. Jimmy Savile. So people are coming after me, huh? Anyways, the bottom, the hair and scent of the day is Amouage Beach Hut Man. That's a nice fragrance. Kind of has a vetiver feel. Nice fragrance. My dad really likes Beach Hut Man. It's not my kind of scent though. Nick probably. Yeah, I don't see anything moving out there, and it's raining out here in the middle of nowhere. Y'all trying to spook me or something, man. I used to watch some of that cryptid stuff, and y'all gonna spook me. He fixed it. Oh my goodness, Purple Aki. He's probably touched you in your what? Y'all are going crazy over here. What's your scent of the day, everybody? Let's talk about fragrance. But trust me, I'm a little bit of a big guy. I'm a tall guy. I mean, I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but I could hold my own. And I just got one of my, brand new knives, so nobody wants to fight me over here. And I do support, freedom to self-defense. So I could run in the house and grab myself a boomstick. So nobody's gonna try to fight me out here. So, anyway, says, hey Benjamin, I like your rocking chair. Thank you, Civilized Redneck. You know what that country life is. I got a rocking chair going on right now. Woo. Abram says, I just picked up Precious Oud by Monsera. I've heard that one's really nice. I heard it's a really good fragrance. I gotta try that one. There's so many of them. I almost blind bought one that's hard to find called S. I think that's what it's called. Is school out because these children need to be in class? I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing and where they come from, but I don't know. Maybe they like fragrance. Nick says they see another person. I'm right near a walkway. There's actually a big walkway out there. You say somebody's spying on me out there? I don't know, man. I don't see anything. People spying on me out there in the rain, huh? Sometimes we hear a clicking noise. Really odd clicking noise. So, and it's been in some of my videos too. There's like a really weird clicking noise, and we have woodpeckers around here, but I don't think it's the woodpeckers. He's got a blicky. Mate, I'm in Ireland. Hey, man. Hey, you got my last name. I got an Irish last name. I got 15% power, so I am going to have to wrap this up soon. But trust me, nobody's going to come after me. But I do live out more in the boonies and the sticks. So, I don't like hearing people watching me. Anyways, nah. I hope they do, but maybe they're sniffing too many fragrances. Just looking a little bold. Slap. Could be Bigfoot. Oh, man, I don't know, man. Who knows what's going to happen out here? I've had all kinds of weird stuff happen, but I'm not going to talk about that stuff. Anyways, they are lying, bro. There's no one there. Yeah, just make sure. Hardly Bigfoot. Come out, you black. What? Oh my goodness, y'all picking fights with English and Irish and stuff. I think so. Anyways, I got 15% power. If y'all don't want to talk about fragrance anymore, I might want to wrap this up. But I enjoy chatting with all of y'all and enjoy getting on this chat and piecing out with y'all, having a good time. Next time I'll have to get myself a drink. Thank you, everybody who, out of the kindness of your heart, threw me a little bit of pocket change so I could buy myself something good to drink. So I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Good video, bro. Thanks for this. Come out and fight me. Y'all are too much. I don't know what y'all are up to. What y'all doing over there? Baby Yoda throwing punches. Oh my goodness. Show. Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna read that to y'all. Have a good day, everybody. I hope y'all have a good fragrance day. I hope that y'all like the fragrances. Hope that y'all like scents. I hope that y'all like perfume, and I'll see y'all next time. Hope y'all can fight amongst yourself, after this if y'all like, but I gotta go. I hope that y'all have a good weekend, have some fun. Of course, I've been producing daily content, so please, if you like my content, no, I gotta go. I got 15% power, and I got things to do today, so I can't hang out all day with y'all. But well, I'll have another live tomorrow. I'll see what I can do tomorrow, and hang out with y'all. Hit the bell. Uh, Taco Bell. Yeah, is somebody? Do you think they're in the yard or outside? I'll check my yard. You think we got a peeping guy, a peeping Tom or something? Anthony says, "Have a great one." No, like, okay. I don't know. There might be something. Who knows? They're trying to scare me. Nah, not a Tom. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Have a good weekend, everybody. Have a good time. Smell good, my friends. Smell great. And what you need is a drink. Yeah, need something. I don't know what I need after this, like some absinthe or something weird, man. Anyways, dude, yeah, I'll be safe. I will. I'm ready for any danger. Um, I'm ready over here, and I'm always prepared in there. Anyways, I love New York Bond number 9. Yeah, they got some good stuff. They're kind of hit and miss, and their prices are kind of high. But y'all know me. Don't be worried about me being safe. I think I'm going to be pretty good, even though sometimes weird stuff does happen around here. But I got some hollow points ready, so nobody's going to be messing with me. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time, man. I'll see ya. Have a good weekend, my friends.